Alright, well, I think I'm live. It's been a little while since I've done an YouTube streaming like this. Alright. Alright guys, well, it is a brand new year in New York. The ball just dropped in Times Square. But I am in the Central Time Zone, so I still got one more hour. Well, Alright, well, let the countdown begin. Here's the countdown. Actually, there we go. I upped the bit right there. It was kind of low. I'm glad I could do that while I was still streaming. Alright guys, well the countdown has officially begun. I'd like to check out volume levels. Wait and see if my buddy's going to show up here. Haven't heard anything from him yet, but we shall find out. I am currently a little ill. I got a sore throat and more stuff, so I probably got a cold of some sort. Alright, who do we have here? You know what? These trees are kind of in the way. I kind of want to cut them down. Uh-oh. Ah! Missed! I thought I had that one. Man, see, that's an ugly sting. I gotta get rid of that. I'm gonna save and quit, and then come back. Alright. The New Year's countdown is already here. Actually, let me adjust a couple of settings. I was doing some testing last night, and it seems like the picture may have been a bit too bright. That's a little better. Guess I shouldn't be shaking trees. Okay, well the countdown's going on, but there's still 54 minutes left until the new year, so usually what I do is I play some NES games in my house, in my pad. Now, unfortunately, though, I only have 3. We got Balloon Fight, we got Excite Bike, and we got Donkey Kong. And these are the same ones I had last year, I think. But we'll play these for a few minutes while I'm waiting to hear back from my friend. Oh. Not bad. Oh. Oh! Man. 1 life lost already. Oh, man. Alright, pretty good. We got that one. Got that one. Come on. Get a perfect score. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, see how far I can get here. Oh. Nice. Oh, I didn't see that one down here. Oh, come on. Hey, can I beat my top score here? I have! I've beat my high score! Nice! Oh. Very nice. How high can I go? Oh. Don't shoot that lightning at me. Oh, get away, get away. Get away! Oh, don't. Come on. Alright. Oh, man, that was quick. Ah. second bonus round. I didn't get to that pretty often. I didn't get many there. Well, I missed 6. Oh, jeez, look at that. Look how fast you lose a life. Just like that, I'm on my last life. Oh, man. Yeah, these ones here. Oh! Okay, come on. Alright. Well, still, that was a good run. 94,250. That was pretty good. Alright. Now we have some decay. See if I can reach the top. Oh. Nice. Alright. Very good. Oh. Man. Oh, let's go to the right! Come on, Mario, go to the right. I was pushing to the right on the stick. Let's try this again. Oh, come on. Seriously? Is Mario that weak to take that kind of fall damage? Wow. Let's see what game B is. This might just be a harder one, I don't know. Whoa. He's just standing still. Come on, climb up the ladder. Oh man, that was close. Oh, good. Oh. I don't like this! Yeah. Yeah, that ladder's probably just there to... Oh! Alright. My friend says in the next 30 or so. So he's barely just going to make New Year's. Alright. Oh yeah, that's not what I wanted. I like playing a psych bike. Not a good way to start. Oh man, this hill. Alright. Did I beat some time? Number 1. Try the next track. This track looks very similar. Alright, right on the red line. Try the next track. Okay, this one is different now. Oh! That's not going to work out too well. Oh. Oh. Lots of hazards here. I am not going to get the best time here. Oh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not good. Yeah, I know. Man, running in the rough. Oh man. I did so well in the other courses. Uh-huh. This is a great way to spend the last few minutes of 2018 playing NES. This is the only time I play NES, though, to be fair. I usually don't play NES. I never owned an NES, actually. Never have. It's like the same track I just did, didn't it? Well, it's probably the same track, maybe just a different speed or something. I don't know. Man. Okay, now I think this is maybe it's going in order. Like, this is actually track 4, like in the selection. This is number 4, and there'll be a 5th one. Oh. Yeah, playing this game kind of reminds me of Trials. I have Trials Fusion on the PS4, and I played it a couple years back. That'd be a little better than last time. Well, that's not how you start. Come on. We can make it. We can do better than last time. Come on. Yeah, those ramps, they'll get you. And those things there will get you too. I'm number 6 now, and not number 10. Happy New Year, swing guy. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, what's Selection B? I don't know if I've ever tried Selection B. I probably have. Oh, okay, yeah. Selection B is when you're racing against other players. That's right. Well, this would be fun. Let's do it! Well, that guy messed up. Oh. You don't run to anybody else, so that's something you shouldn't do. really hate that temperature warning. It is so loud. Oh, yeah, come to my lane, will you? Haha. Oh, okay. Okay, the haha's on me. Okay, don't. Okay. Come on, let me pass you. Don't. Oh! You little son of a biscuit. Well, I still got good time. Number 1. Alright. Let's try another track. Yeah. Those ramps. Oh. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Oh, look what I just did there. Did I just land on top of that dude? That was awesome. I didn't know you could do that in this game. Oh, man. I had to run over you, man. Oh. Oh, man. Man. It's taking up both lanes. It's not fair. Alright. Seems pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Huh. A lot of these tracks seem to all be the same. Like, there's not much variety in tracks here. I might just be picking the same group of tracks, I don't know. Well, that was unfortunate. Well, oh wow, there's a lot of these things in a row here now. That's not good. That's a little different. Okay, I'm not doing good in this one. Yeah, you can't go full speed over those things. Speed bumps. Huh. Choose a lane, guy. Alright, here we go. That was terrible. Number 22, yeah. Sounds right. Alright, it's 11:30. Let's stop playing NES. What do you think? We only got 29 minutes now of 2018 left. Hopefully my friend will be coming by to join us soon. Let's listen to KK Love Song. This is the very first song I heard on this game, by the way. It was this song right here, KK Love Song. It's the very first song I got in Animal Crossing. When I first played it, back in 2002. Jeez. And this is also the very first... Well, actually, when you first get a house, you have that little tape deck, that little tape player as your radio. But the very first music player I bought in the game was this CD player right here. It's really a jukebox. That's what it looks like. And then from there you can upgrade to the gold stereo, the retro stereo, and there's also a hi-fi stereo, which is pretty expensive. For this game anyway, it costs 24,000 bells. I'm not really sure if it sounds any better. Like, I don't know if there really is any difference. There might be. Like, there is a sound difference, like if you buy like a retro stereo, that has a record player in it, so you can actually hear that it's actually a record playing. It's pretty neat. And since it's a CD player, it sounds clear because it's a CD player. But I'm not sure about the hi-fi stereo, though. There might be a slight difference. I think it might be higher quality. Not sure. I never really tested that. Alright. Let's get out of here and let's rejoin our animal friends here. They are getting ready to celebrate the coming of the new year. I wish I didn't have this sore throat. It's been really bad. It's been really bad today. Alright, 26 minutes and 15 seconds. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Been having a little... I was doing a couple test videos last night on this, for this, and my voice seemed to be kind of low. So I tried to adjust it a little bit, so hopefully it's good. It'd be something if I was wearing the same shirt right now in the game that I was wearing last year. Now, I might be. We'll have to go back and look. I've been wearing the same shirt for an entire year. That's pretty bad. Because I don't really play this game much anymore, to be honest. I don't. The only time I really play it is right now, New Year's Eve, and a couple of times throughout the year, but mainly just for when the situation calls for it. Testing and so forth, or just to clear the town of weeds because it's been so long. I really like Snapchat's New Year's map. Looks pretty nice. Alright, we got Spork here at the lead. At the head of the counter. Wait, what do you say? You know, there are a lot of people that are hungry throughout the year, unfortunately, and they don't have any food to eat. It's a sad situation. Me, wow. Alright, so 2018, I guess, while I'm waiting for my buddy to get his butt over here, I will How was 2018 for everybody? That's what I want to know. How was everybody's 2018? Mine was good. Better than last year, I think. You know. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but no year is perfect. And 2017 wasn't really a bad year. I just think 2018 was a little better year for me. Like, more stuff happened, you know? Some more good things happened. More fun stuff happened this year. And hopefully that'll continue into next year as well. That's what I hope. This game, Animal Crossing, is 16 years old now. It came out September 2002. And then there was City Folk on the DS. That was 2005. And then there was City Folk on the Wii. That was 2008, I think. And then after that, it was New Leaf, wasn't it? And that was 2012? I think that's how it went. And of course you have that home designer party game, whatever, that also came out, but I don't really consider those to be part of the series. To me, the last game of the series is New Leaf. And hopefully they come out with a very good Animal Crossing game for the Switch. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe 2019 will bring a new Animal Crossing game for the Switch. Maybe it'll be revealed at E3 or something. I'm really hoping that. Because as old as this game is, I still like it. And I still think this version here is the best, quote. The newer games have new features that are nice, but I still think this one is just the most complete. If you've never played Animal Crossing before, you should definitely start with this one. No. I mean, if you can. You know, now everybody wants to invest in a GameCube and all that stuff. 18 minutes. It's getting down there already. My friend's not going to have much time before the New Year's is here. Hopefully he calls before midnight. Oh well. So I will be doing a oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Facebook. I will be doing a room tour update video, a collection update tour that'll be coming out very soon. I haven't filmed it yet, but I will be doing it very soon. It's been a while since I've done one, and a lot has changed. It's more games, new systems. Let me walk around here a little bit, see what else is going on around town. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villagers. No, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 villagers. It's not too bad. We got some weeds here to pull. It's too close to that tree to plant a bell tree. Oh, here's a little spot I missed. 15 minutes! Only 15 minutes left of 2018, guys. There's a snowball down here. Remember that, to make a snowman. Gyroid. Another gyroid. See if I can find the coin rock. Ah, here it is. It's the Bell Rock, actually, not Coin Rock. Alright, well that's 3,300. Fish? Insects? Alright. Soccer ball. Alright. Nothing else going on around town, it seems. It's just another quiet night. Well, someone threw away a puzzling shirt. I could actually use some stationery, so I will take that. Alright. We're down to the last 12 minutes. 11 minutes and 29 seconds. Well. Let me turn this. Disable the clock there in the corner. There's no point in having it there right now. I have this clock perfectly synchronized, so this is the correct time on the 2nd. At least it should be. Well, I was hoping he'd be here by now, but I'm sure he's hurrying as fast as he can. Alright, only 10 more minutes, guys. It's almost time. We're getting down there now. I can't believe 2019 is the last year of the 10s. You have the 2010s. It's the last year of an era. I'm going to be turning 30 this year. Well, next year, 2019, I'll be turning 30. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not ready. Not ready yet. I do not feel ready for that. Let's see who else is out and about. We got Emerald. Let's See, I think I still got my noisemaker from that I got last year, but it's at my house. It's a piece of furniture, so you can't actually use it or hold it in your hand or anything, unfortunately. It's like there are some like small details like that I think, you know, Animal Crossing is missing, at least this version of it. It's like, I just wish there was a little more interactivity when it comes to these events. You know, I wish you could, like, you know, do something like shoot some fireworks off yourself, or, you know. Still, though, with that being in mind, they did do a lot. And there are some events where you can actually do stuff like that, so... Alright, only 5 minutes left. It's down to the last 5 minutes. This is always exciting. "2018 is about to end. I guess I'm ready for a new year to start. And looks like my buddy is not going to be able to make it before midnight. Disappointing, but maybe he'll join us afterwards. 2 minutes. I did buy a hat for New Year's. I guess I should put it on. Hang on. What? Oh. I have it on. I wish you could see me in it. I probably look silly. Alright guys, last 50 seconds. $25. $10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 2. Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome to 2019. So everybody has a happy New Year. Let's look at the fireworks for a bit. It's so nice to have a brand new year started. It's like starting over again, all fresh. You're like, hey, now everything's ahead of you again. Your birthday, the next holidays, everything. It's all, you know, it's all in the future. Party time in 2019. Oh yeah. Oh, we will. We sure will. Well, I hope everybody has had a great New Year's Eve. I do not drink, but I hear this is a great time to do so. Or getting a New Year's kiss. I haven't got one of those either. stay on for a few minutes just in case my buddy can make it. But if not, I'll probably call it here in about another 15 minutes or so. But anyway, once again, Happy New Year, everybody. To everyone in the Central Time Zone and everyone in the Eastern Time Zone. If you're in Mountain Time, you still have 1 hour to go. And if you're in Pacific Time, you still got 2 hours to go. So your New Year's is coming up soon. I'm surprised I don't hear fireworks going off outside right now. Well, maybe there are, they're just too far away for me to hear. With all the noise going on in here right now. Oh. I'm stuck again, get out of my way! I'm stuck on the dock. I'm trapped in by a horse. Let me go! Oh, I'm still stuck! I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. Oh well. We'll just look at the fireworks. And I am still stuck. I'm still trapped in here. Happy New Year, Bella. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, look, I think she's finally let me out. Oh! No! Oh, man, I missed my chance. I'm still stuck. Come on. Okay, there we go. Good. Alright, finally. I am free. I am free to enjoy my 2019 now. Alright, well, hopefully 2019 brings some good games. Shenmue 3 will hopefully be coming out this year. I do believe it's August. I do believe August is the day Shenmue 3 will be coming out. Or, well, the month it'll be coming out. And let's see. I don't think we'll get any new consoles this year, like PS5 or new Xbox, but that'll probably be 2020, which seems like a good time to release a new console is 2020. You know, the new decade, new consoles. 2020, you know. But that being said, though, we'll probably hear more about the new consoles this year. Probably during E3 or whatever, we'll hear more about the PS5. And we already know a little bit about the PS5, but we'll know a lot more probably this year. But the new consoles probably won't come out until 2020. Probably holiday 2020. And there's been rumors of a new Switch. Don't know if it's a more powerful Switch or just a redesign. You know, like they made some changes or whatever, made a new dock or something. We'll see what's up with that. We might see a new Switch at the holiday 2019. That's more possible than a PS5 or new Xbox, but still, that'll probably wait as well. It's hard to say though, so we'll see. This year definitely has potential. Alright. Well, I think it's time to end it up. Oh, we got some bells here. Oh, I think I hear some fireworks now. Yeah, I definitely hear fireworks outside. Well, I hope 2019 is a great year. Again, 2018 was a good year. I think it was better than 2017. At least more stuff happened this year. I visited my friend in Texas in July. And went to my first concert in May. So definitely some cool stuff happened in 2018. And hopefully 2019 will also be a great year, and fun stuff like that will happen. I'm looking forward to it. Because it's a whole year. A lot can happen in 1 year. That's 365 days, 52 weeks. You know, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of time. And my birthday is in April. Then, of course, you have all the other holidays. You know, Memorial Day, 4th of July. Of course, that's already... I mean, that's already halfway through the year, so... The year just started. We still got the bulk of winter to get through yet. Well, anyway, guys, I guess that'll be it. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Sorry my buddy couldn't make it. It's never the same without him. Without his humor and his talkativeness. Definitely keeps me going. But, you know, we all have our plans for New Year's, and I can't, you know, force anyone to spend it with me. You know, when you got other friends and people wanting to hang out with you too. Yeah, I kind of wish I had that. So, you know, but a lot of people use this time to drink and do other stuff, and I'm not really into that. So I just wouldn't really fit into those New Year's parties. You know, so that's why I throw my own party right here with Animal Crossing on YouTube. So anyway, guys, once again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support and your viewership and your subscription to my channels. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. I don't ask that, but, you know, if you're watching this, though, you're definitely dedicated. So thank you guys for, once again, thank you guys for your support. I will definitely be putting out new videos this year for sure. I look forward to to the content I will be producing. I am trying to up my production quality a bit. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, guys, and like I said, I will be putting out another room tour, video game collection update tour very soon. That will be sometime this month in January. So that will be very soon. But anyway, guys, like I said, that will be it for now. So Happy New Year. Have a great 2019. And, oh, we have a caller.
Hello there, Brett.
Hello.
So there's a possibility I might get a phone call, and if that's the case, then I'll take the phone call for a number of minutes. But otherwise, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Bryn asked me to call her in the event that it was very likely that around midnight she would be very, very sad and emotional because she doesn't have any fucking family or whatever, and so the holidays are always really hard for her.
I understand.
So she was like, "Yeah, you should definitely call me at midnight. I really gonna need that." And I didn't call her at midnight, but so I sent her a voice message just now on Messenger. So if she sees it, then she'll probably take the initiative to call me. But I was calling. I sent a message asking if she was doing all right and if she was out driving Uber and stuff, and for her to be safe and have a Happy New Year so far. But again, she'll probably dial me.
Yeah.
So there's my preface. There's my forewarning preface.
I got you, man. Well, I'm about ready to wrap up my New Year's party, but since you're here, do you have anything you want to add real quick?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming you've already said some things.
Yes, I have.
Okay. 2018. We always talk about the year when we do these, as you've already probably said, and just a brief recap, kind of an overall vibe for what 2018 or what that year was.
Yeah.
2018 was pretty good. Had some big shakeups. Finally got a different job. That was a gorgeous firework that just went off. That's a gorgeous one that just went off.
Yeah.
Got a different part-time job as well, and
Yeah,
worked a little less
that's
at my
right.
main job, which was a healthy switch up. And unfortunately, got in a car accident, which was my own fault. And
Yeah.
totaled out my car, and in the end, actually ended up getting a different car. Whether or not that was a good idea will be seen over time. But yeah, so just 2018 in general was like, went into it with high hopes. Ultimately, it was not the year I wanted it to be, but it was yet another year of learning and kind of trial and error and challenges and experiences. And 2018 in a nutshell gave me a big vibe again that I've had in the last several years, but 2018 in general gave me a big vibe of like driving home the message of, figuring out what I really don't like or don't want in life. And I think 2018 was a big wake-up call to a lot of those things. So I think in the end, 2018 was a good year in the sense of the experiences and stuff that I learned in 2018, but in reality, because it was such a year of trials and tribulations and whatever, maybe it wasn't the hottest year because of that. However, I did get to see Brett for the first time.
You did.
He came over and visited me. You probably mentioned that. He came
I did
over and visited
briefly.
me for the first time back in July of this year, and over here in Texas, and we had a kick-ass, 5-6 days or something like that.
6
Which was a
days.
blast.
Yeah.
That was a get-together 6-7 years in the making.
Yeah, for sure.
Longer. Shame it couldn't have been maybe a little different or whatever, just a little more exciting, if you will. But in the end, it was a chill out we needed. It was the engagement we needed.
Well, what would you have changed? I'm curious.
What's up?
I mean, what would you have changed? Like, what do you think we should have done that we didn't do?
Well, I don't know. I just maybe if we'd had one more day with another plan or something like that, to do something.
Well,
but in the end, I think we had a lot of the fun, witty banter that we would have wanted, and
yeah, for sure.
We did some things and had some fun shopping, and obviously video games are always a big part of that. And I bought a ton of shit, and you bought next to nothing, so it was good. And then you found cool shit that was actually worth the dollar amount that you found it for. Cool shit. So yeah, so in the end, it was a beneficial, successful week overall. So that was good.
Well, I did buy a TV.
Yeah, so you didn't get a bunch of the little shit that I did, but you did get bigger stuff.
Stuff. That's what I like. That's what I like. I like big stuff.
Yeah.
Big stuff is what I go for. Big.
So, but no, so that part was cool, and then I guess in reality, one of my other buddies that I've only seen once prior also came over this year. I hadn't seen him since 2016, I think. So that was really cool getting to see him again for the Thanksgiving window.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
While I learned more about the type of friends I want to have in 2018, I think that was a big part of this year was just realizing how much time I spend doing other things and dig that much. And I had felt that in the past, obviously, 2014 and 2015 were huge fucking years of that. Just realizing how much fucking time I waste doing things that I do not enjoy in the slightest. And so I had a lot of that, which again was another eye-opening, constructive process or occurrence or whatever. And so that's again more food for thought to take away and reassess how I go forward with life and priorities and whatever, occupants, whatever. But but at the same time, I also have made a lot of really cool friends through my new job working at the video game store, and found a brand new super good friend here that I really love hanging with and stuff. And we both kind of fulfill the void for each other of retro game type shit to talk about and play and get excited about. So that helps out. since a lot of my other friends, I can't really engage with them on that shit, or they don't really care, and he's into the retro stuff specifically, probably even more than I am. So, so that part's really cool. So I had a good time doing that with him and whatever else. Got a bunch of fucking video games this year.
Oh, yeah.
I played a fair amount of video games this year, which is always a big thing for me. Didn't really beat many games this year, but it was a cool year. Gaming in general. Switch is on an absolute murderous rampage, ready to kill off the competition.
Yes, it is.
Xbox One's been a lot of fun. Switch is really kind of a modern phenomenon. The whole Fortnite thing's been a fucking nightmare. So that's another phenomenon.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. I can't forget about Fortnite.
Yeah, there's a lot of big pieces in the way the market is changing. GameCube's at an all-time high. Nintendo 64 stuff is at an all-time high right now. Like, basically, anyone listening, if you want any N64 games, you better fucking buy them right now, because 2019 is going to be, like, the biggest fucking year for Nintendo 64 games since, like, 1999. So you better fucking batten it down, because this year's going to be a absolute nut house for 64 shit. So, yeah,
I'll keep that in mind.
Nintendo is at an all-time high right now in terms of popularity. And everyone's biting in and having a good time and whatever else. And so, yeah. What are other some 2018 talking points, touch points, right?
Classic systems.
Yeah, I know. The whole Classic Systems thing was interesting.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo Classic was great, but the PlayStation Classic bombed big time.
Yeah, I mean, so 2016 was the NES. Last year was the Super Nintendo Classic. Both of those got further reprints this year. In fact, I should probably go out and buy an NES Classic before they're actually gone, because all those are now done.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they did come out and say they're going to cease production of those. So if you want one, you better get one now, because they're not going to be around anymore.
Maybe the sales are slowing down enough that they don't want to do them anymore. So I should probably get an NES Classic. I saw them at Best Buy when I was doing my Christmas shopping, probably it was at the 22nd or something like that. So I really should have bought one then, because they're only like, what, $60 or whatever for the NES ones. Should have bought them when I saw them, but I didn't. So maybe I'll check in the next day or two and see if they're still online and pick up one through Best Buy if I can still get them that way. I don't think they're not necessary, but it'd just be nice to just have one, because in the future everyone's gonna try and scalp the fuck out of them again. So whatever.
Right.
I'm doing it right now because they're no longer in stock.
Yeah.
So, I'll get one, maybe get two, maybe I'll mod one and load up the shit, and then maybe I'll just keep another one official. Who cares? So they're cheap enough; it doesn't really matter, I suppose. So, but yeah. Other than that, game shit. So I bought 3 new consoles this year.
Oh.
At least. 3 new retro consoles, which is news to you, Brett, because as of yesterday, I was 2 for 2. I bought 2 brand new retro consoles in 2 days. So yeah, on Saturday, I met up with a buddy of mine who wanted to sell his Sega Master System, or was getting ready to get rid of all his Master System stuff, and I kind of made a comment to him, was like, are you alluding that you want to maybe sell all your Master System stuff? And he's like, that's an option. Not bad to me. So he came to my house and I bought his Master System as well as one extra controller. So now I officially have a Master System instead of just a power-based converter. I didn't need to get it. I probably shouldn't have got it, but I got it, so whatever. And then earlier this year, I bought a TurboGrafx 16, which so far has been a 100% complete waste of time and effort, because I don't have a single fucking game for it. But I'll just get the EverDrive, and then I'll have all of them. Whoa, hello, Possum. And yesterday, Brett, this is news to you. Yesterday, I bought a Virtual Boy.
You didn't.
Yeah, no, I bought a Virtual Boy.
You bought a Virtual Boy. Wow. I guess that's one of the systems you never owned. Oh, you didn't own, so...
No.
Man.
No,
wow.
I bought a Virtual Boy yesterday. It probably shouldn't have. The price is probably more than what I should have bothered paying for it, but to my knowledge, it works just fine. And the big thing was it actually had all the little pieces you need. You need the controller, and then you need to make sure that you have a power supply so you don't have to put batteries in it. And it had the power supply, and so I did that, and it seems to be all right, and so I'm going to have fun doing that. So there you go.
Did it come with any games?
It did not. So I got to figure that part out. We have Wario Land at work on the online store, so I'll probably buy that one. And then the Virtual Boy is famous for having like one of the smallest fucking libraries ever, especially stateside.
Yeah.
There are only 22 games ever made for the Virtual Boy platform ever worldwide, of which only 14 of them made it to America. So it's yeah, pretty fucking microscopic in terms of catalog. But yeah, so because of that, if someone wants to get a complete set, you're just shelling out a bunch of money for boxes and shit, but the actual numbers are super low. But there's probably about at least like 3 or 4 or 5 games I'm curious about playing, and while in reality I know there are emulators for them, obviously the novelty is actually physically using that piece of hardware, so I said, you know what, screw it, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
So I got it. And, yeah. So that was cool. And I just, like I said, I just need to get at least one game for it so I can play it.
Yeah, play it and
So,
tell me how uncomfortable it is.
yeah.
If it gives you any headaches or anything, because I've heard that can be a thing.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what it's all about fully, and yeah. But beyond that, trying to think if there's any other retro systems I got this year. I don't think so. But again, lots of whether or not I played a lot of games this year. And again, I'm only dragging on about games because that's what the hell this is all about. Let me turn off the copywritten Stevie Ray Vaughan music. While that's, you know, I'm going on about games, but that's obviously what this is all about. It's what your channel's all about, so fuck it. Partially, for the most part. Words and thoughts and thinking and shit.
Of course. Well, I mean,
didn't play a ton of games this year. I did a lot of stuff around video games this year, probably more than I have in a while. So it was always like every single fucking day I was just like reading stuff about games or cataloging my fucking games or working with game stuff and then like actually going to a job and working with game stuff.
Yeah, I mean, having a job that, you know, has you selling video games, well, that definitely changes it, you know. It's like you may have less time to actually play video games, but you're definitely talking about them, you're showing them, you're recommending games to others, and all that stuff, so yeah. I just wish you bought that broadband adapter.
Yeah.
I just wish you would have bought that. That'd have been great, and you've solved your problem right there.
Yeah. Here I buy a fucking Virtual Boy that serves no purpose, and a TurboGrafx that serves no purpose, but I didn't get the broadband adapter. Maybe that was me learning from my mistakes. Just get it when I see it.
Well, to be fair, the adapter doesn't really have much purpose either.
Yeah. Well, it's in reality even more narrow, more stringent.
But hey, you can play Double Dash on land with that? That's awesome.
To get a benefit out of.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry?
But it's like when you can play Mario Kart Double Dash over land with it, so that makes it worth it.
Yeah, I still have to try getting the copy of Double Dash I got a few weeks ago, or what, 2 months ago now. Try and get it buffed and see if it'll work, because it's all fucked up.
Oh, you didn't tell me you got a copy of DD.
There was one we had at work, and it's all scratched to fuck and doesn't work. So I was like, hey, I'm going to take this to a store and have it resurfaced, and if it works, then I'll buy it, but if not, I'll put it in the trash can. And the boss was like, okay.
Okay. Alright.
It doesn't do anything. You put the game in, and it says the disc is damaged, it doesn't work. So it doesn't do anything.
Huh. Well, so what... Oh, let's change gears here. Are there any games you're looking forward to in 2019? Since it is 2019 now. What are you looking forward to this year?
I'm going on record right now. I don't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
That being said, let's talk about 2019.
Yeah.
I want to play Rage 2, but that's only because the Just Cause people worked on it. Avalanche Studios. Other than that, I don't really know any other games that are coming out, and I don't really care. What about you, Brett?
Shenmue 3.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I was mentioning
also been a thing
this.
for the last like 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, I was mentioning this earlier. Yeah, Shenmue 3. I think it's supposed to come out in August. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like, so it's been in production for like, I don't know, 3 years or 4 years now. It's been. I mean, it's been a while. The game was originally scheduled to come out in December of 2017.
Yeah, precisely.
So it's been delayed maybe twice? Or... Because that's like almost a 2-year delay. So... But yeah, the game will probably be pretty awesome. But I also kind of hope it's not like another Ukulele. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where it's like all hype and then like, that was alright.
Yeah, like everyone's looking forward to like, man, this should be awesome. This game franchise that I loved as a kid is coming back. But then you get it and it's like, oh, this isn't really good. This isn't what I wanted. You know, and then it's like, oh, everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. I think that's sad.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's good. I mean, Shenmue is definitely not like a 3D platformer, so I mean, it's a whole different genre of game. So, you know, so hopefully it works out well.
Yeah, hopefully so. Let me pull up a list real quick of some of the games that are supposed to be coming out.
Alright.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to Anthem. That game at least like looks cool from what I've seen. What else? There's a new Far Cry coming out.
There's another Far Cry coming out?
Yeah, apparently Far Cry...
Because 5 just came out this year.
Far Cry New Dawn apparently is set for February.
Wow.
Here, this is the March through... Oh yeah, I forgot there's supposed to be a new Toe Jam and Earl coming out.
Maybe the CTR remaster will come out this year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Crash Team Racing remaster is supposed to come out later this year at some point.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
I think it was like August or September or something like that. Some people might be wanting Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, yeah, Crash Team Racing is supposed to come out in June. The new Team Sonic Racing game is supposed to come out in May, so that'll probably be pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Rage 2 comes out in May.
I'm waiting for Borderlands 3. When is Borderlands 3 going to be announced, and when's it coming out?
I thought we were waiting for Half-Life 3.
Well...
Oh, we're waiting for Portal 3.
Portal 3.
We're waiting for Left 3 Dead.
Yes, we are. But we're never going to get a third game of our favorite series. What's so hard about it? Give it the program.
Everyone's favorite Diablo Immortal. That game that everyone's been shitting on. I don't know, I'm looking at this list here and it's like, I don't know any of these games.
What about...
Switch is getting so many fucking ports, man. Apparently Luigi's Mansion 3 might be a thing.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that. Luigi's Mansion is a new Luigi's Mansion.
Everyone's still waiting for the potential Metroid game that's supposed to be coming out. Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. I would really like a new Animal Crossing game on the Switch. That's what it needs. a good Animal Crossing game.
Switch Animal Crossing.
You know, not a home designer, not a party game, that crap, just a proper, good...
amiibo-driven piece of shit.
Yes, we need a good Animal Crossing game, a sequel to New Leaf, kind of like how City Folk... Remember, the last actual Animal Crossing game for a console was on the Wii.
Yeah.
The Wii, that was 10 years ago. I mean, so we need another console release, and this will solve both problems because the Switch is also a handheld console and everything. So there needs to be a new Animal Crossing game on the Switch, and Animal Crossing is a perfect game for the Switch because you can play it, you know, wherever you want and everything. So it's perfect. So Animal Crossing, make it happen on the Switch.
Speaking of that, now I'm in the mood to talk about what are games we actually played this year. Like, I played a fuck ton of Power Drome on Xbox.
Yes, we did. We played a little bit of that.
Sucked. Yeah. Me and Brett got a chance to play some X-Link Kai system.
Right. Yeah.
Xbox
First
games.
time.
That was a blast.
Yeah. First time we tried that. Yeah, and it worked out well most of the time.
Brett's a little late to the party, so his multiplayer system link selection kind of sucks. But beyond that, no, it's been fun. Played a ton of Power Drome. I played a fuck ton of Xbox 360 and Xbox One this year. A fair amount of PS4. I played a lot of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Yes.
Played a lot of Power Drome. Played a lot of Smash Ultimate here at the end of the year. I played. Trying to think some other stuff I was actually biting into big time this year. I'm drawing a fat blank right now.
Just Cause 2.
Played a lot of Just Cause 2. Played some Just Cause 3. A lot of Just Cause 2.
Earthbound. No, not Earthbound. RuneScape. You played a lot of RuneScape.
I played a fair little chunk of RuneScape for a number of years. About once a year, I get this really painful urge to play RuneScape, and I buy a month. And I play for 2.5 weeks, and then I hate myself, and I finally stop playing. That's just kind of how those kind of games work.
Yeah. Run away and escape.
I played a lot of 64 this year, which was really, really refreshing. Played a fair amount of 64. A fair amount of GameCube this year.
Yeah.
A lot of original Xbox I played this year. I played a little Wii U this year. Played a lot of PlayStation, a lot of PS2. Played a lot of PS3. I'm drawing a blank on some other specific games I was playing. It's kind of pissing me off. Let me just briefly look through my folder and see if something else will pop up. Ugh. I always hate that when I can't actually think of shit on the spot.
Today on the spot.
Today on the spot.
Yeah, I miss those
Played a lot of
days.
Battlefield this year, like I always do, because it deserves it. We got that Spyro remaster this year that a lot of people lost their mind over. That finally got put out.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, but I do kind of want to try it. Same for the Crash one.
I checked it out. It's different. It's alright. It's different. Crash 1, I feel, is more faithful. I think the Spyro one does change things to a fair degree. I feel the Spyro ones are pretty faithful, though. Platforming still feels a little different to me, but I think in terms of all the aesthetics and everything, the Crash one's pretty damn faithful. I bought a VR this year. I finally bought a VR.
You did?
VRs have been out for 2 years or something like that. It was 2016 or something like that when those fuckers came out. And
still haven't played
wasted a ton of money in between now and then. I decided that getting a VR was a bad idea, and it's the only thing I've successfully talked myself out of numerous times in many, many years now. And I finally bought a VR.
And
I've played it twice or something.
Right.
It's not that I don't want to.
I
I just haven't felt like it, and I don't physically have the space now that my room is an absolute atrocity of a tornado storm.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah, so that kind of gets in the way. But I haven't done much with it, but it's cool. So hopefully it stays cool when I want to play it. Okay, so there we go. Because I was at the game store, I was hosting various tournaments, and I spent a lot of time this year trying to practice for the games that I was going to be doing tournaments for to try and figure out what people were going to play. So this year I got to host a Crazy Taxi tournament. I got to host a Typing of the Dead tournament. I got to host a Point Blank tournament. I feel like there was another one I got to do, which I'm blanking out on. But those were a lot of fun. Played a lot of light gun games this year. Played a fair amount of Super Nintendo this year, which I don't normally do. So that was cool. Yeah. I played a good amount of Final Fantasy IX earlier on this year. Is that this year? This year? Last year? Something. Maybe that was last year. But I had fun playing that, and I need to do it again. I came up with the idea that I should just like take excessive notes on everything I was doing and what I needed to still do and who I needed to talk to, and if someone ever mentioned this thing, I was gonna like write down what that thing was. So because what happens is I play a game for like a couple weeks or like a day or 3, and then I never play it again for like 6 years.
Right.
So and then when I decide I want to play it again, I realize, well, I don't want to start over, but I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, so I'm just not going to play it because I don't want to start over, but I also don't want to go in absolutely blind and memoryless. So I thought that was a good idea, and I haven't really repeated it because I haven't really played a game to that extent in a while with that amount of detail. Everything else I've been playing is pretty much just multiplayer-ish or like super like objective-based, digestible, gives you checklists anyway. But I thought that was a good practice, and it kind of laid the groundwork for what I'd like to keep doing in the future when it comes to playing games like that. So that was good.
Alright, well, pretty good. I invested a lot in VR this year.
You did?
I mean, I bought the newer version of the VR, the PSVR, that is. I bought that new bundle. I traded in my old one and got the new bundle that has, the Astrobot and Moss with it. Astrobot's a great game. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants a VR game that's good and really shows off what VR can do. And not only that, I invested in the PC VR.
Yeah, I bought a new computer this year because it was pretty fucking cheap.
Yeah, that's true too. You got a 1060.
I actually played some PC games here in the last couple months.
Yeah.
Nothing really crazy, but something, because I haven't played PC shit in a long time that wasn't like RuneScape or StarCraft or Diablo or Quake or Unreal Tournaments. I was gonna play the same 6 or 7 PC products. Mm-hmm. So it was nice that you get that and be like, hey. Because what I do is I always buy a graphic card way too fucking late, and then I go back and play old ass software that I haven't played. So my last graphics card I could actually play games from 2008 to 2011. And they're like, oh, now I can actually play ones from 2011 to 2014. So now I actually have a proper graphics card, and it can even run Quake Champions and shit. And so that feels good. It's a 1060 and it does enough, and that feels good to know that I actually have a card and now a different computer that will do enough for me. To actually not discourage me from wanting to play PC games. So I think that's a big deal.
And you have a computer that runs well and doesn't give you any... It should be powerful enough for what you want to do with it.
No backsass.
Yeah.
There's always been trying to backsass you. Save that for work machines, not the ones you have to put up with at home on your own fun time.
Right, yeah.
So fuck that shit.
You got a new computer, and I finally upgraded my graphics card, which is probably long overdue, to a 1070. And that got my PC completely VR ready, so then eventually I bought the Vive and set it up and everything. It's a pretty interesting setup process, I must say. You gotta hang these sensors to your wall and everything. It's like, man. You don't have to do it that way. You can, set them on a tripod or something, or set them on a stand or something if you have one that's high enough. But of course I don't, so it's best for me just to hang them on the wall.
Yeah.
And so that was exciting, and like I said, there's some cool software on the Vive that you can't get on the PSVR, but at the same time, it's also got its own quirks that you gotta get used to. The PSVR is definitely a nice, clean display, and it's very easy to use and just put right on. The Vive has these Velcro straps you gotta mess with, and that can be kind of, clunky to mess with.
Yeah, precisely, unfortunately.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But still, I think after some time, the tracking is definitely better. The PSVR tracking is definitely leaves something to be desired, unfortunately, because it's using old, move technology.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a setback. But
I guess going forward, thinking as those actually were they're still older tech, no doubt. So
yeah, I mean they work, for what it does. It's decent enough. It's just that the tracking is just inaccurate, especially when you have when you hold something in front of you, you can see it kind of moving a little bit still back and forth. It does. The system can't tell that you're actually holding it still, so it thinks you're still moving it a little bit forward and backward. But the real most frustrating part is when when your controller or whatever you're holding in your hand completely loses center, or when you hold your controller center, it should be centered in the game, but in the game though it might be facing this direction or over here, and it's well, that's not right. That kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
It sucks that happens, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really completely, destroy the illusion. You just get around with it, and and it's fine. But still, it is noticeable.
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable.
I'm briefly looking through my achievements from this year and trying to see if there's any games that I played a lot of. Played some more Hydro Thunder Hurricane, which was cool, and then I did play. I played a fair amount of the first Plants vs. Zombies actual tower defense game on Xbox 360. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I did play some of that as well. So I did have fun doing that. I forgot about that. I don't think there's any other really obvious games I took a fair chunk out of this year.
We can't forget to mention how I actually kind of got into retro craze myself.
Yeah, Brett really bit into
Xbox.
A bunch of more
really big
GameCube games, and he bought a lot of games because Xbox has been just so cheap this year. Hello, Future Us. It was 2018, and Xbox shit was cheap, and we had fun. Brett. As much as I cracked the joke about him earlier about having a smaller library, Brett tends to take his time with picking up software, and because the Xbox stuff is so cheap, it's much more gamble friendly than shelling out $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 for a GameCube game that might suck ass or whatever. And so you can kind of throw the risk when games are $2 to $7. And so Brett very quickly got himself 25 to 30 games within a number of months, because he would just go to game stores and be like, "Look what I got! I found some shit. This is something that's supposed to have System Link, and let's try it sometime." And so that was really cool.
I got. Yeah, I think I'm up to 26. I think what's the last count?
Yeah.
I believe it's 26.
I wish I had a personal number count from earlier this year to now, because I got a lot of games this year, and I wish I knew the number.
Yeah.
Even if I don't count, because I have Humble Monthly, so I get 6 to 12 games for free every month anyway, and I count those. Wow. Even if I didn't do that, I probably bought fucking 300 games this year easily. So
yeah, probably so.
Yeah. Maybe not that many, but I definitely got a ton of games this year. And because I had access to games readily at the game store, was I would see something, be like, "That's a game you don't see, I'm just gonna buy it." I now have all all the game. I went from having none to all 4 GameCube Mario parties, and that's just that right there kind of puts it all in perspective. Like, if I saw some rare or obscure game that I just wanted to get, I just got it and worried about it later. So, pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a lot of games on the Xbox that were pretty cheap. Some games I bought I never heard of or whatever, but it's like, hey, they're only like, it's only like $3 or whatever, and it's complete. So hey, sure, I'll get it.
That was a big thing for me as well. Was like, because I was at the game store so often, it'd be like, oh, I didn't even know this existed. Like this PS1 game or this PS2 game or this Xbox game. I always use those as examples. PS2, Xbox, and GameCube games. Or PS2, Xbox, and PS1 games. Like, I had no idea this game existed. And to a degree, I could say the same thing about Wii. Because every once in a while I'll find something and be like, you know what? Like, there's a game I saw the other day that I should have got. Now it's all gone from the damn sales. There's a game that Capcom made for Wii called Spyborgs. And it looks like an old-fashioned, like, for those folks that played, like, old-fashioned, like, 2D beat-em-ups, or, like, some of the, like, 3D beat-em-ups. Like, it looks a lot like something like Fighting Force 64. I'm like, dude, I should have got this shit. It was only like $5-6, and I let it stay on the shelf for, like, months and months, and then by the time I was like, you know, I'm gonna go get that. No, it got picked over for the holiday season. But it was like, you know, a lot of 64 games that I just never see, I went ahead and got. A lot of PS1, PS2, Xbox games that I've just never seen before. I would just get them, and I had a lot of fun with that, because when you there's a Casper game I bought this year that I knew nothing about, and it ended up being actually a lot of fun if you can get past the weirdly kind of aggravating control scheme. Not aggravating, but odd control scheme, so that felt really good. And Brett experienced the same thing with us going to the shelf and be like, what the fuck is this? It's an Xbox game, and it's like $3. Why not? What's the real risk there? If I don't want it, I just get rid of it. So whatever, you know. So that was refreshing. You know, that was really refreshing to just like bump into stuff. I'm still mad. There were several, even just like specific 2 or 3, 4 different games I can think of where it was like, I should have got that and it was gone, or like I showed it to a customer and although that was the better thing to do, like, damn, they got it instead of me. There were 2 games specifically on 360 I did that with. This dude traded in a big set of 360 games, and like so many games in that case I had never seen before. He was like an old achievement hunter. And I remember making a mistake of mentioning it to some guy. I was like, oh, I saw this game. I've never seen this game before. He's like, oh, I've never seen this either. I'm going to buy it. Like, oh, ouch. We have another one. I'm going to buy it too. Why did I do that? Funny. So, but again, spread the love, spread the opportunities, get yourself some good game shopping karma.
Oh, yeah.
In general, I got off pretty easy this year in terms of finding some cool stuff and fair prices and whatever else. And so...
Yeah, I mean, we found 4 Xboxes at that Goodwill, when I was, when we were in town. And
this year, I pretty much went from, like, 3 or 4 Xboxes to, like, 15 really quickly. Yeah. I think I still have at least, like, 12 or 13 of them. I did get rid of some of the ones that were actually working and got a bunch of store credit for them. Like, $60 or $80 worth of Xboxes I bought, and then got like $130 worth of store credit for them. Yeah, and went to town. So that was pretty cool.
Good. Yeah.
But yeah, that was me helping the store out, and my manager saying thanks and giving me a bunch of store credit for it. So that was cool. But yeah. So overall, it was cool for that. I found a lot of cool stuff secondhand this year, which was great. And yeah, overall, it was a good year. It was a good year for video games for me. I won't deny that. I just didn't play enough.
Yeah, like, I still wish we could play more games together more often, but... but I know you have a lot of people bring down your neck, so...
Thanks.
I mean, you do. I mean, you're...
Add himself to the pile.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just, like, what's the right word to say here? Like, I'm just like floating on there on that really big pile of people. Like I'm just, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Don't get it twisted, folks. Brett is still pretty much like my best friend, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a good time when we chat. You know, we've been voice chatting less often this year, but still, when we do voice chat, it's definitely still a good time.
Yeah.
Still a good time.
We're either like playing a game, or still just like schmoozing and chatting and chilling, or reminiscing about old times and trying to recreate that fun essence. So, that is welcomed. So
for sure, it's definitely different and refreshing.
Precisely. So, yeah, like I said, overall, 2018 was a good year for me, but not a year I particularly liked all that much. But it was a good year for me. There are definitely high points. There's a lot of low points. So, but it was a year that needed to happen. It was a year I needed in order to reinstill some faith in myself. So
I got you. Yeah. So it's 1 a.m. So real briefly here before I end it, what are besides gaming? What are your goals for 2019? What do you hope happens?
I'm just trying to batten down the hatches, figure out this money situation, figure out this work situation, figure out this friends and family and relationship situations.
Debt free this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to just even out a lot of things. I had grandiose ideas for what I wanted 2018 to be, and as one of my history teachers at ACC put it, got a little caught up with all the little stuff. So,
all the little stuff.
Yeah, all the little stuff. So I think in the end, it'd be a lot better to really sit back and think and really assess the situation and make better decisions based on that, and not get so wrapped up in the day-to-day blah.
Yeah.
That can really gum up and muddy up things. So
yeah,
there's a lot of like, wake up, go to work, get out of work, go do something I don't want to do, and then like come home and have no energy for myself to do the things that I want to do, and the time frame and the energy and the enthusiasm. And so by the time I come home, then I don't have the energy that I needed, and what's in line with that stuff. So more emphasis on putting myself forward and making better decisions based on that, and that will allow 2019 to be a much better year if I put my own foot forward and down first. So
yeah.
That being said, that sentence is now ringing throughout the air within the game room, and hopefully it'll stay to remind me to keep it under wraps.
Yeah. You need to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 2019 for me anyway, I mean, you know, it's the end of an era for me this year.
Why is that again?
I don't know.
Is it a 10-year window?
Yeah, it's a 10-year window.
There you go. Okay.
And that 10-year window is ending this year.
Yeah. For those who don't know, our good buddy Brett
will officially be an old man.
will officially be a 30-year-old human being. Now, Brett, you gotta remember, I gotta live to be 110, so, like, don't bring me down. I gotta be 110.
You gotta live to be 110 to play all those games, right?
Yeah, apparently, fuck, I need to, like,
you need to
shit.
start.
The genuine frustration erupts. Thanks, Brett.
But I'm not ready yet, though, man. I'm not ready to be 30.
Man, I'm not far behind you, Brett.
I know, but at least you have an extra year and 4 months. I mean, I'll take that. I mean, I'm not ready. I still feel like I should be like 25 or something. That's the point I feel like I'm at. I mean, I've always felt like I've been a few years behind. You know?
Just in terms of like the established societal like checklist. You're a little behind the times there.
I got a late start to life and everything, and so I feel like I shouldn't be 30 yet. I should be like 20, like I said, 24.
That's all right.
26.
Brett's a homeowner. That's the one I always throw back in his face. At least you're a fucking homeowner.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, but I mean, that's not really a big thing. I mean, you can move in with somebody else when you're like still a teenager if you want. You can move out of your parents' place and move in with your grandparents or whoever, or maybe even your girlfriend or boyfriend if you're a girl. You can move
Brett, did I stutter when I said homeowner? No,
you didn't, but but did I stutter when I was explaining it? No, I didn't, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Oh, yeah, that's funny. So no, there's a big difference between moving out with some friends, like 3 people splitting a fucking apartment, and being a homeowner. I don't know why he keeps like dismissing that.
I mean, well, I guess like when it comes to like,
he's not one to brag.
I mean, when it comes to like having a place of your own that you're paying for 100%, supporting yourself 100%. Well, yes, I guess I am doing that.
A round of applause for our adult male.
Someone's got to start the slow clap.
This motherfucker.
Someone's got to start that slow clap.
So.
Yeah, but still, I feel like I'm, like, 30, man.
Hey, okay, so here. So while I suppose in reality so the societal norm in general is changing, but while I would say even if that's still based on the established whatever, like even if the societal norm was still the same, at least now people are living longer, so fuck it.
Yeah, maybe 30 is like the new 25 anyway. So, I mean, hey.
30's the new 24, 23.
Yeah, let's say that, yeah.
So, it's... Don't count yourself out yet, Brett. Don't count yourself out yet.
Yeah, even when I'm 30, like, I'll probably, like... even though I'm nearly 30, I could probably still pass for an 18-year-old.
There you go, yeah.
Don't you think so? You saw me.
I could, no, yeah. I could do the same thing if I shaved my beard. Yeah. Except for all my grays got me fucked.
Oh, yeah, your gray hairs, yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, your gray
hairs.
Brett,
no, he was there. He saw the gray, right?
I did. Didn't you show it to me? Didn't you show it to me up close?
Oh, Lord. Fucking end it now. Cut it off now. End the life now.
Hello, person in the chat.
Howdy, folks. Welcome aboard. So, no, end that shit now, man.
Oh, and Happy New Year to Mountain Time Zone.
There you go.
To those in the Midwest, I guess. That's what it is, Midwest.
I don't think. No, Midwest is further east than we are.
Further east than you are?
Yeah, it's further east than. Well, yeah.
Well, Midwest. That's like. Is that like Nebraska, Oklahoma, and all those states over there?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Still a central time zone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, anyway, Happy New Year to the Mountain Time Zone, and if you're on the West Coast, you have 41 minutes left of 2018, so live it up!
Yeah, you got 51 minutes left of hell.
Yeah, 51 minutes left to...
51, you got 51 minutes left of this hellish, political-driven, racist fucking 2018 that we've had.
Oh, man, yeah. Jeez.
God, this is like the biggest fucking racial dumb fuckery. Let's rewrite history because SJWs want us to fucking bullshit ever. And of course, we aren't going to fucking get into that. And we also aren't going to end on that. But there's no denying that that's not what the hell this year was about within the social war this year.
Oh no,
it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. You all can swallow it.
Yes, we all love Animal Crossing. It's great. There'll be a new Switch game coming out soon, I'm sure. We'll wait for that announcement.
Yeah.
So. I guess I didn't tell you this. I guess you didn't hear this, but I bought a hat.
You bought like a hat for your head hat?
No, a hat from my butt. Yes, a hat from my head.
My pinky toe.
Yes. I actually bought a Happy 2019 hat.
Oh, cool.
That maybe you'll see in my newer videos coming up, at least for the new year.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably silly, I shouldn't have bought it, but, I mean, hey, it's fun. Whatever.
There you go.
It was only $2, so who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
It's really cheap, you can tell. It's just paper folded in.
That's about the price of a new used Xbox game. Who cares?
Yeah, I know. I could have bought a really cheap racing game that we would have loved.
Yeah, that no one else would have paid any attention to.
Yeah,
awesome.
like Power Drome.
Yeah, like Power Drome. Fuck that game.
But then you play it and it's like, hey, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I dismissed that game for like 10 years, and then I played it and was like, why did I dismiss this again? This game's actually cool. Oh, well, the AI is BS. Big time.
Yeah,
but
a lot of
cool.
rebanding there.
But the AI is absolute horseshit from like early on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, second place was 0.01 seconds behind you at the finish line. Oh, great, thanks.
Yeah.
Glad I just edged him out.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. 2018.
2018, guys. And 2019.
2018. So long. Thanks for the life lessons. Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Tired of that shit.
2019. Yep, man. 30 years old, man. I've still got to play my big party. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do for my 30th year of living?
30th year of putting up with it.
Putting up with it. Man.
30th year of putting up with the planet.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what's up, virtual boy? How you doing?
Virtual boy.
Yeah.
Well, alright guys, well, I guess it's time to call it.
Yeah. Sorry to everybody who jumped in as late as you did, but thank you for all the fun, and thanks for hanging out, and yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for you jumping in too, Derek. Better late than never.
Yeah, no, I wanted to jump in early, but yeah, earlier I mean to say, but yeah, thanks for still permitting me to come by and dump out some verbal filth on the stream here.
Well, I was just saying.
In the way that only I can do.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was just getting ready to press the stop streaming button when you called, so great timing. And,
oh, very good.
And I was,
yeah, good timing.
You know, and I was saying, yeah, it's not the same without. Not the same without my buddy here. It's just so much quieter, and you know, there's just nothing going on. It's boring. It's boring just listening to me. Damn. You know, I mean, never stream by yourself.
Never stream by yourself. ruthless commenters. So no, I'm glad I made it in the actual nick of time. So
yeah, very good timing. Did you not hear from Bryn?
Yeah. She did send me a voice message, and I did not listen to it yet, so I should probably do that.
You should go do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that, and then if it's not, give me a holler. Then I will. Then I'll stay on with you. I'm at least gonna play it and figure that out.
All right.
But thank you, you two. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
Sorry I didn't really upload anything in the last fucking 5 months myself. But thank you, everybody who will ever potentially see this ever and put up with us. So thank you. And I wish you well. And I hope 2019 is nice for y'all. And stop being a bunch of fucking racists. And yeah. No, hopefully it'll be awesome.
Stop being offended by everything.
I'm being offended. I already have enough headache as it is without you making up stuff to be upset about. And yeah, that shit.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Derek, for celebrating with me. And we'll see you guys next time. Look forward to my video game collection room tour video coming soon.
Shit.
Yeah.
As always, pieces, y'all.
Pieces, y'all. See you next time. Boom.
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 See ya.